Today, we're going to talk about something a little controversial, but I just have to get it off my chest. There's nothing special about a certain exercise choice. That goes for rehab or someone in the gym just trying to get stronger. If you're participating in a strength sport like weightlifting or powerlifting, well, one specific exercise is really important. The lift that is your sport. So if you're a powerlifter and your competition squat is a low bar back squat, I would say the low bar squat is pretty important and you need to be practicing that. Does that mean other lower body exercises aren't useful? No, they just aren't as specific to your sport. Now, for everyone else just trying to get stronger, there is some merit in finding a variation that you feel comfortable and strong in and working with that. But I don't think it needs to be sold as this is the only and best way to get stronger, and if you're not doing it this way, you're missing out. Sumo versus conventional, high bar versus low bar. All of these are arguments that you'll hear people go back and forth about, and at the end of the day, people just get offended because one person thinks this way and they think the other way. Here's my thoughts. You or your coach probably has a system that they go through with everyone that wants to train with them. And that starts with walking them through their teaching progression for the lift that they want to learn. Let's use a squat for example. So I start everyone out with walking them through the teaching progression for the low bar back squat. We start with the air squat, make sure everything's feeling okay and looking promising. We go over some of the major points of the squats and some things to think about, and then we move them into the rack. If I walk someone through the learning progression for the low bar squat and it feels good, they like it, and we can progressively add weight to the bar to get them stronger, I'm gonna have them do that for a while so that we can get proficient with the movement pattern and have a base of squatting to go off of. If for some reason the low bar squat hurts their shoulders or for whatever other reason we just don't like it, I'll move a couple things around and give them a cue or two to think about. But if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna move the bar up their back or find another squat that they feel more comfortable doing. It's about the person in front of you, not some special exercise that's the only way that they're gonna get stronger. At the end of the day, it's a squat or it's a deadlift. Yes, there are some differences between them and I would love to talk about it, but for a majority of people, they just need to pick one so that they can feel comfortable with it and get stronger. So after you find that initial starting point and they get more proficient with that movement, I think it's important to branch out and use variations of that first movement to expand their motor skill, so they're able to use their muscle mass more efficiently for all types of movements. Two easy ways that you can change this is one, change to a different variation. So you were low bar squatting, now you're doing high bar squats, or now you're doing pause squats. The second way is change the rep scheme. You've been doing 5s all the way up, now do 3s and 8s. When it's all said and done, we need more people resistance training. According to the National Health Statistics Report put out by the US Department of Health and Human Services in 2018, only about 23% of all Americans meet both the aerobic and muscle strengthening guidelines for physical activity, with about 32% of Americans meeting one of those guidelines. We need more people getting stronger, and making statements that one exercise choice is the only way not only isn't right, but isn't helping the situation out.